Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from whichever time zone you're tuning in. My name is Preeti Panesar, your beauty consultant. And today I want to share with you in 10 to 15 minutes how to master the art of basic makeup. I am a beauty consultant with an experience of 13 years. So today I want to share with you how to apply makeup, basically targeting oily skin and dry skin. So my right side of the face, I will use makeup products for dry skin, and on my left side, I'll use makeup products for the combination to oily skin. So knowing how to use the right product of makeup according to your skin type makes a big difference for your makeup to last, and it gives a very flawless finish. So my main aim of this video and webinar is to bring to your awareness the right products according to your skin type. And we normally have three types of skin type: normal, combination, and oily. The dry skin, when not taken care of, becomes sensitive because it goes through rashes or dryness, and the oily skin, when not taken care of well, becomes problematic with breakouts, blackheads, and whiteheads. So using the right makeup plays a big role in taking care of your skin. So you need to know how to use the right products for it. And let's begin, yeah. So again, to remind you, right side will be for normal to dry skin makeup, and this side will be oily to combination skin makeup. So we'll learn the basics of the base. So for first, what you need to do is always have a clean base for your face. And what you need to do is wash it, tone it, and moisturize it. So being on the screen, I will clean my face well before application. Your face has to be very clean, especially on the folds around the nose, the corner, the eye, under eye. Gently just use a wipe. And then on the dry side of my face, I'll use a rose hip skin toner, or rose water is good. So you just spray 3. And then for the oily to light skin side, I will use a moringa toner, or anything with the orange in it is also good. So that way, I like putting my toners in spray bottles, then I just gently press it into my skin. So toners help to, like rose water and rose hip, help to hydrate the skin, while on the other side of the oiliness, it helps to shrink the pores and give you a hydrated look as well. So from after doing this, we use a moisturizer. You can use a gel moisturizer on the oily side and a creamy moisturizer on the dry side. But I really encourage the use of sunscreen. So for me, when I'm wearing makeup, I try to use a moisturizing sunscreen. This is Oriflame SPF 50. And I'll use this on my dry side of the face, and a liquid sunscreen on the left side of my face. So you take a little bit of sunscreen on your hand and you dab it on your skin this way, and on the neck. And the same you do with the liquid one on the left side. So oily skin has a lot of oil, so it does not need more, it needs lighter products. And dry skin is always dry, so we need more creamier products to hydrate and moisturize it better. So just gently. And as we live on the equator, it's always good to wear a good sunscreen on top of your moisturizer if you're not doing makeup, and get it nicely in your skin. And we'll give it like a second to get into our skin as I explain the further products. So on my dry side, I will use a primer. A primer is a good base for the foundation. So we normally use a good primer, a hydrating. This is a hydrating and glow primer for the dry skin, because dry skin can normally be very dull or dry. And I'll use a pore minimizer primer on the oilier combination side of my face. So as now the sunscreen has settled on my face, I'll take 1 pump of the hydrating primer, which will also add glow, and I'll dab it on gently on half side of my face, even on the neck, this way. And the same I will do with as the liquid has gone in. So I'll use the poreless, because oily and combination skin tends to have enlarged pores around the nose area, the cheek area, and they can be whiteheads, blackheads. So this gives a very nice base to the skin before you start applying your concealers and makeups. Primer should not be missed. It is one of the best products to use before makeup. So gently massage them in your skin nicely. Yes, and as the products work, that's why I did not use a moisturizer, but if your skin is very dry, my sunscreens have moisturizing power in it, because we are layering so many products. So yes, on the nose well, because all the pores are here, right? So next step we start is with concealing. And I would like to share with you the concealers, which concealing has 2 steps. So one is called, it's called covering the dark marks. Like you see, like normal people, I also have dark under eyes and a spot here. This happens due to hormonal changes or sunburn. Yes, so I will use a orange color to cover my under eye. It's called a corrector, and then I'll top it up with the concealer of my skin shade to neutralize it. So because for my dry skin, I will use cream-based concealers, and for the oily skin, I'll use a slightly liquidish concealer. So the corrector can be same consistency for both skin types, but the concealer has to be according to your skin type, because when you're using correctors, like for my skin, I'm using under eye for the black, orange based concealer. If you have blemishes, you'll use either a light green or a sky blue one, depending on your blemishes. And then again, also, if you're on the darker skin tone side, our African skin, like chocolate, amber color, you will use like a deep orange kind of corrector. So in case you don't understand what corrector to use, what foundation, get in touch with me. So that's how you apply, and what's left on your finger, dab it on the upper of the eye and gently dab it into your skin. You can use a concealer brush, but I like using my finger. The same I do on this side. I let the product go in to my skin. Yes. So you can see there is a bit of orange patch. And now what we do, we use our concealer close to our skin shade, basically the same one, to now neutralize, because now we have covered, we have to make it match our skin tone. And then I'll apply the concealer on top this way. And gently press it into the skin. Apply slightly on this side of the mark. Yes. A little bit around the nose, the folds, because these areas are mostly gray and darker, and on the fine lines. Then what I like doing is taking my beauty blender and spraying it with some rose water, a damp beauty blender, just a damp one, should not have excess water. And I will press into the concealer just to smoothen it out and lock it. Yes. So this side of the oily skin, you will use a liquid one this way, because your skin has enough oil. If you use more creamy, it will become cakey. So you do that after putting the corrector, and you dab it in this way, right? Super. And now what we are going to do is go to our foundation. So for my dry side of the skin, I'll use a cream stick foundation because it's dry, so we need more moisture on it. And for the oily side, I will use a liquid foundation. So I'll just dab. You can see with concealing, color correcting and concealing, I am able to get an even tone, and now my foundation will look very good. So when you're using a stick foundation, I request you to really blend it the same time in circular motion, going outwards of the face this way. Yes, and this way. Gently dab under the eye area. Don't drag the brush on the nose. This way. Yes. Yeah, if you leave the cream concealer longer, it becomes hard to blend. And the thing with foundation is always less is good because it's more about how you blend. And then whatever is left on the brush, apply on the ear and behind the neck because we want a flawless finish. We don't want our face to look different from our neck. Super. So that's blended, and now we'll go to the foundation. And you need just very little liquid foundation. Less is always more, remember. Just dab it on your face. Now this is the oily side. That's why we are using a liquid foundation. We don't want more oil production. Right, then we start blending. Yes, liquid foundations can look a bit whitening, but you give it a bit of time to get absorbed in the skin. And if your skin is very oily, you can always use a mattifying foundation as well. Right. The liquid one does well, but if you're looking at mattifying foundation, that is also good. Maybelline, Avon, Oriflame, we have very great foundations, and I have really used them and have a good experience with them. So again, what is left on your brush, on your ear, behind the neck, right? So you can see this side is more on the matte side and this side is more on the glow side. So we keep blending, and then once you have applied with a brush, I don't like using Beauty Blender to blend my sunscreen because what happens, not sunscreen, my foundation, because what happens is it eats up on your product, right? And when you have a dump Beauty Blender after using a brush, so you save a lot on your products. So have a Beauty Blender of high quality. High quality ones are good, like Forever 52 for Oriflame, and then you just dab the damp Beauty Blender again on all your skin to even it out. Yeah, and you use it on the corner of the nose like this, right? And then the thinner part on the eyes. Yes. So now voila, it gives you a natural finish. Then we will use compact powder and translucent powder. I'm a big fan of translucent powder because for dry skin, it's very good. It's fine. So what we do, we dab the excess. Translucent powder is very light. It's very good for dry skin. So I lock my creases with it this way so that we don't get, we avoid our foundation and base makeup creasing. So we lock it and we do the same on this side. So for dry to normal skin, use translucent powder because your skin is already dry, so we don't need to dry it out more with powder, right? And then on the oily side, I like using a compact this way. And again, you can use your brush or a sponge to apply, but I like using a sponge under the eye. So I lock it in, and compact powders are very good for oily skin for setting the base of the makeup and locking it in. Right. This way, just gently press, tap corner of the eyes, under the eyes, this way. All right. And then what we do, I like taking a fan brush and just gently going over so that we don't have any excess product on the face. Right. So now our base is set, and now we are going to go into contouring, blushing. So for the dry side of the face, I like using cream contour, and a contour has to be one shade darker, and your contour should end here, not here. And we take it at an angle for all face types. This is the basic way to do it, and I'm just doing basic contouring today like this. Then I apply it here under the chin, and then a bit here, and I will blend it out in circular motions. Yeah, this is basic makeup. Contour helps to give definition to your face, and this way on the forehead, right? And the same thing now we do on the oily side of the face. I'll use a powder contour, again, 2 shades darker than my skin tone. And this way, I apply on my jawline and a bit on the forehead. Then you just blend it in. Gently. And for the neck, under the jawline, you blend it downwards. Right. So you can see there is this definition, this, and on this side, this way. So again, now starting from the oily side, I'll add on the blusher. And how to add on the blusher? Just smile and like a small C here, right? Yeah, so I'm using a powder blusher based on your skin tone. Yeah, if you need help with choosing which color, which shade, just get in touch with me. My number is 0725 474143 and blend it in. And if you're international, you'll use +254 0725 47 41 43. My name is Priti Panesar. And yes, I applied the little bit which was left on the powder, and then I'll add the cream blush, right? And because having dry skin, I like using cream-based blushes, and I'll just blend. Blending is the key in the makeup to get a very natural, flawless finish. Yes. What is left on my nose? Super, to give that natural pinkness. And then I'll top it up with our highlighter. Okay. Our cream-based highlighter. Super, I think I have dropped it somewhere. I did not bring, so highlighter is applied here on the cheekbones, under the brow, on the nose, and using a highlighter is a very personal choice. So we'll do more about highlighter on when we do a demo on night makeup. And then this is the basic, and what I will do is lock it up with a matte finish setting spray on the left side and a hydrating glow spray on the right side. Right side is the dry skin, this is the oilier skin. So I like using either rose water or a dewy setting spray. So I'll just do 3 puffs and let it settle. And same here. Give it a second to settle in your skin. Yes, you don't touch, you don't do anything. So this is how you can set up your basic base. And of course, we will do a bit of lipstick and definitely. So as it dries, I'll line my lips. Yeah. Yes. And today I'm using a long stay Maybelline lipstick, Maybelline. And I like doing basic makeup. With a bright lipstick, and then I'll just add a dash of mascara. Yeah. So looking up, it opens up your eyelashes and makes your eyes look more beautiful. Right. And then, yeah, my favorite product, Brocara. I don't like doing my eyebrows too much. For a basic look, I just use the Brow Gel to comb through my eyebrows, and it has a bit of color and it just gives it a very nice finish. But if you have thin brows, we'll work on how to, in the next session, night makeup, we'll talk about eye makeup, more about highlighters and a defined eyebrow and a smoky look. So that's my finished look. The dry side, it is more moisturized, more dewy, and this side is more on the matte side. So thank you for staying tuned in with me, even on Facebook. And the recording will again be available on my YouTube channel as we update it. Thank you so much, and see you in the next event, which will take place on the 20th, Wednesday, 8 p.m., especially for the working mom, for the working lady who has missed the morning session. We will repeat this same base makeup with a nice smoky eye look. See you then, and it's a free webinar. Invite your friends. Let's share and let's learn how to use the right products for our skin in makeup, and yeah, and enhance our beauty in the natural way. It's not about just masking your face with makeup. Makeup helps to enhance your natural features. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you want to know more about color correcting, more about which foundation to choose, or you want any suggestion, please feel free to call me. 0725 474143 is my number. And I'm just a call or a text away. Thank you. Priti Panesar, your beauty consultant with an experience of 13 years in skincare, health, and wellness. Thank you.